Jim, congratulations. Almost a perfect day for you this afternoon. You must be proud of the players today.
Yeah, no, I thought it was always going to be a tough game with a little bit of history from the previous game. Coming to Alfreton was always a tough place to play. We knew they'd try and do things different. It took us a while to get into our group, but it was a tougher game than you imagine with 10 men. So the lads stuck to the task, did things right, and we heard them when we could.
You started both halves really strongly and deservedly scored in the early stage of those halves.
Yeah, no, we've been working really hard on the set plays, and it was nice to see us look very, very threatening from them all afternoon. And we scored from 2 corners and a free kick, so that was really pleasing. But again, that comes from players being really purposeful up front and getting behind, getting shots on target. So we asked a lot of questions at their back four, which is what we wanted to do. I'm not sure whether they were playing a diamond but we knew if we could get past that midfield and get at the back four, we'd have a chance.
And of course, Scott Duxbury bending that corner in. Is that something you've worked on, or he's worked on?
Well, without giving away Tracy, we worked on a couple of set plays, and I was a little bit disappointed we didn't try different things that we'd worked on. But maybe the conditions and the nature of the game, the lads sort of. The first corner from Adam Thomas looked very threatening. The second one, then we scored from, and then Adam's free kick. So that's why I gave him the nod over other players. And like I said, his delivery from wide has been excellent in open play. So he's took that into the game. And Scott's been working really hard. And we're asking him to come a long way from left back to get out there. And but he put in some really dangerous balls. And like I said, it's always a chance there because the keeper's trying to assess the flight of the ball, and Swirly wet evening. They'll be critical of. I think he was critical of their goalkeeper, but I think there's only one player to blame for their defeat today.
The sending off, of course, Craig Westcard just 10 minutes before half time. You then made a substitution, taking off Gary Stockport. Explain that one to us.
Well, Gary was on a yellow card and then made a scruffy challenge. Look, the referee was never going to give him a yellow card for that, but it makes you aware in the volatility of the game. I thought it was going to get heated. Look. I did it the other day. When people are on the yellow card, there's always a danger. Jim went sliding in, and that's not us. We've not had a player sent off in the last 2 seasons, this season or last. So, and the discipline cost us today, and it cost them today because the sending off in particular. And then you look at the Keighn's bad challenge on Jason, and we've just gone and punished him and got the second goal. I mean, don't forget, their manager has to have a look at their left back and think if he continues to play like that and cost you goals. Cost you free kicks, then you're going to concede goals, and so we've done the same. We've given away a free kick. That was an honest attempt to get the ball and a bit of a soft penalty, but isn't that all the vogue now? And the referees look like they must get brownie points every time they give a penalty because they're quite quick to give them when they're quite soft.
It was an attacking lineup today. I think we've had a conversation privately about can you play Oswell and Thomas and Stevenson and Warburton all in the same team? And you certainly can on today's evidence.
Well, yeah, look, when I set off at the start of the season, you know me, I like the 4-2-3-1. And the great thing about them three is that they're your natural 9, 10, 7, 11. And then if you need to kind of adjust your shape a little bit, maybe to play a bit 3-4-1-2, then Darren will play second striker and Adam will drop in as a wing back. And to be fair, they forced him into that sort of position second half, and he expended a lot of energy trying to get back in and protect Dan. It's nice to be in a position where Darren's up to speed and Adam Thomas has come up to speed and they're contributing to games effectively. Behind that, we haven't got a lot of depth, and we need to be obviously strengthening as we go forward. To perhaps another player that can give us some option down at 9, maybe an option at 10 or off the flank or as a second striker. So because I'm sure that the lads are in good form at the moment, but it's a long 4 months ahead for us. And like I said, we've done really well in the last 4 league games in particular, and should have won them all. And now we need to just keep moving forward, keep strong. Keep strengthening and just keep working really hard. I think all the work that we've done in the extra training sessions, the extra work we've done in the back four, the extra work we've done on set plays, it's all starting to show, and hopefully it'll stand us in good stead when we go into what looks like tougher fixtures against the sides that are in around us and above us.
I think I said that to the other day. It's really important to get these 3 points in the bag against Alfreton because you've got a tough month to come, but I get the impression you're really relishing the challenge.
Well, you look at our home form has been excellent, and you know, people are looking at the league table, looking at our away form. But if you take a snapshot of the last 5 games, we've not been bad away from home. Even Brackley, we should have and could have won that game if we had been a little bit stronger in the final half hour and not had Matty Wolton kicked out and been down to 10 men. We could have got something out of that game. So I'm really pleased at the way the lads have responded to the demands of the coaching and demands of the matches, and they've all stepped up and they've all bought into the Monday training, you know, whether it be in the morning and the evening. There's a couple of players like Smalley, they're losing weight and getting stronger and showing in their game, and there's other players like Michael Clark and Harry Winter and Sam Walker. They've still got to improve, and if they improve and Bowen Dixon improves, then we've got a hell of a squad going into the final 4 months.
Fantastic. Listen, well done today. Great win.
Thanks so much.